People of France, veterans, friends, families, welcome. My name is Pierce Rook. I'm a percussionist in the All-American D-Day Band. I live in Asheville, North Carolina, where my days are filled with schoolwork, music practice, and hanging out with friends. I'm currently 17 years old, and I'm looking to pursue my future education in college, while 79 years ago, thousands of soldiers from Canada, America, and France were preparing to risk their lives on these beaches. These soldiers weren't concerned with the pursuit of their own gain. These soldiers were concerned with the liberation of millions of people across Europe, with the belief that everyone has the right to dignity, life, and prosperity. Today, we are all here to remember and honor that courage and sacrifice these soldiers displayed during World War II. Men whose unflinching determination secured these beaches for hundreds of thousands of more soldiers to eventually overthrow the tyrannic regime of Nazi Germany. Men whose actions paved the way for more soldiers to eventually liberate all of Europe, and men whose sacrifice enabled the Jews and other ethnic groups to be freed from annihilation. My great-grandfather was one of these soldiers. His name was John H. Haldeman. He was age 22 when he was appointed as captain of the 33rd Regiment of the 3rd Armored Division. They landed on Omaha Beach in D-Day +2 as a reconnaissance company. And their mission was to gather information and intelligence on the German forces by patrolling around and estimating the size and strength of their armies. They lost over 1,000 men and casualties due to casualties and death, but they continued to fight on through the Battle of the Bulge, and they were credited with being the first American soldiers to enter Germany. My great-grandfather himself, he was awarded the British Military Cross by General Montgomery for an action in helping British troops from a German attack. He was awarded a Silver Star for another incident, and he was also awarded a Purple Heart with 2 oak leaf clusters for his for being wounded in battle. A couple things about him in particular. He returned to America and continued to live a life of leadership and love towards his family. He had grown up ice skating on the rivers of Pittsburgh and loved to teach his children how to ice skate. He played violin, and he loved to share his musical talent with his brothers, his sisters, and their families. He was always faithful to provide for his wife and his children, one of whom is here today. My grandmother and my mother are here today to help share his story as an example of the sacrifice and love their generation showed the rest of the world. To the veterans and fallen soldiers here today, thank you for modeling the fight against injustice. Thank you for your sacrifice, the great air of peace you've created for us, and for encouraging all of us to live in a way that offers liberty for all.